So today we are at Tampa North Aero Park. We're going to meet up with Gyro CFI Greg Spicola to go do an intro flight on his gyro, sort of kicking off this whole journey to learning to fly. So should be a blast. I feel like he's just across the runway here. I was advised to not get hit by a plane. Probably makes for a long day. Greg is finishing up the pre-flight, get everything ready to roll, about to take off. A little nervous, but pretty excited. Haven't flown in a gyro in about 10 years. And that was in an RAF, which is a totally different experience, fully enclosed. So I'm really looking forward to just the open top and getting up there and seeing what it's like. Watch tons of video, but it's never gonna be the same. So just really excited to get up there and can't wait. So as you guys know, this is kind of my journey from going from an enthusiast to eventually learning to fly. And this is one of those, first steps, doing an intro flight, getting familiarized with it and just sort of starting that journey. So hopefully from here, everything goes well and I enjoy it. Start looking at taking training and actually learning to fly. But this is kind of that first jumping off point into that entire journey. So I appreciate you guys coming along. So I was expecting to be just sitting in the back, taking in the experience. That is until Greg started going over the controls I needed to know over the front, which meant not only would I be assisting during startup, but I'd likely be doing some flying. Honestly, I was a little nervous, but Greg did a great job of putting me at ease.
The aircraft, and we just balance it. We want to keep that nose only about that high.
Okay.
Initially, it's going to want to come way back like this.
Okay.
We're just going to balance as we pick up speed on the runway, and it's going to increase rotor RPM. The rotor drag is going to kick in. You'll really feel it. We're going to go to full power, and we're just going to lift off the ground at a level attitude. Okay. We're not going to come off like this. Right. We're going to come off like that.
Okay.
All right. So after that, we'll fly through the air. I'll climb up. We'll get about 600-700 feet. I'm scared of heights. So that's about all the height I like to go. One breath from the ground.
There you go.
And so we'll fly around out here. I'll do a couple maneuvers, just basically turns, watching the horizon, to do nice level turns. And at that point, then I'll tell you, okay, you do what I just did. And I'll be following you on the controls. Like I said, I love you, but I love me more.
Yeah, I know.
So we're coming back. I'm not going to let anything happen to me, so therefore, nothing's going to happen to you.
I like it.
All right?
All right.
All right, so...
I would later come to find out that Dennis of Gyrotechnic actually got a hold of Greg and told him to, quote, give me the full experience rather than just a flight. Honestly, I'm so thankful he did, because instead of just being a passenger, I was able to take the controls, practice several maneuvers, and we did a number of touch and go as well. Now, there was nothing left to do but get in the air. It's hard to describe the feeling of flying in an open airframe gyro. Not to sound cliched, but it really is something you just have to experience it for yourself. I've flown in a few fixed wing planes, commercial airplanes, I've gone up in a hot air balloon, but honestly this feels like the purest way to fly. So all the low-level flying was done by Greg. This was definitely the most exciting part of the entire flight though. Dropping below the tree line was absolutely incredible. I do want to apologize about the limited camera angles during the flight footage. As I stated earlier, I wasn't intending to be in the front, so when I set up my camera, I put my Insta360 on my wrist, thinking I would be able to get lots of great 360 panoramas of everything that we were seeing. However, once I was moved to the front of the gyro, my hand was now on the cyclic, which limited my view. So you either see nothing but the instrument panel or straight up my nose, or a little bit of sliver of what's going on to my side. So I did my best to try to give you an overall view of what it was like, but ideally I would have had multiple cameras in different positions. Thanks so much for checking out my video, and I hope you really enjoyed it. When I move forward with my training, I'll be using multiple cameras to capture those training sessions. In my next video, I'll be heading to the Gyrotechnic shop up in Minnesota to start building my very own VX motor. So be sure to subscribe to continue following along with my gyro journey. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the skies.